Hey guys, how's it going? So this video is in a week advance. So I made this video as of August 30th. By the time you see this video, it's going to be September 5th at 8 a.m. So this video is going to be talking about high tide versus Greenpower. I get it. High tide is in a different industry and Greenpower is in a different industry. Greenpower makes electric bus. High Tide sells MJ in retail stores. Greenpower can sell in the United States. High Tide only has the accessory and CBD store that they can sell into the United States. Okay, granted, there's big differences between the two companies. But in this video, we're not focusing on companies, but we're focusing on market cap. We're focusing on revenues, and so that's what we're gonna focus in this video. So, High Tide right now, as of making this video, has a market cap of $40 billion. It could drop down lower. We could see this thing go down to 15 cents, and it would give it, I don't know, $35 million. Okay, and then Greenpower right now, as of making this video, has a $441 million market cap. So 7 or 8 times, let's see, like 7 times more than High Tide. 441 divided by 40, 11. So Green Growth Power is 11 times bigger market cap than High Tide as of making this video. That just shows you clearly that market caps are determined by investors, and right now investors are interested in Greenpower simply because we are in a EV bubble, and Greenpower sounds like a cool company. It makes buses. It makes electric buses, and investors think that, the electric buses will bring them, they will sell a lot of electric buses. They will become profitable. They will be a growth story. They will make tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars in the future per quarter. Maybe. But with $35 million of cash that they got, can they really expand that much bigger to make 10,000 cars per quarter, 10,000 Greenpower motor vehicles per quarter? I don't know. We'll find out in the future. But Greenpower does need a lot of time to execute out on this strategy. So, and then let's look at High Tide current last earnings report. In one quarter, High Tide made $19.57 million of revenue with a gross profit of 38%. And they made a gross profit of $7.39 million. This is one quarter, by the way. And then they made an EBITDA profit of almost $2 million. And then if we look at Greenpower at the moment, I have Greenpower financials loaded up here, just to prove the Greenpower for the year ending. So this is the entire year ending on March 31st, 2020. And then we scroll down to balance sheet, horrible. I think it's pretty bad, but they are getting an additional $35 million US. So, but if we look at the revenue, right, for the entire year, they made $13.5 million of revenue, and I believe that this is in US dollars, and that was in Canadian dollars. So Canadian dollars would be roughly, I would say, $15 million for the entire year. High Tide made 19.57 million Canadian dollars in one quarter. Not an entire year, in one quarter. So in the entire year, High Tide could generate, potentially, if they don't grow at all, $80 million of revenue. That's Canadian, so, but that's still a lot more money than what Greenpower can do. And then High Tide is also profitable of $2 million. And I believe that they will continue to be more profitable moving forward. Why? Because they expanded quite heavily. Like, since that last earnings report was ending on April 30th, 2020. Ever since that time that they announced the earnings, they opened a store in Niagara Falls, big tourist destination. They opened up a store in Medicine Hat, but that one, it's okay. But, that's just me. And then they opened up a store in Prime, downtown Toronto location on May 14th. That's going to be included in their revenues. So that's going to increase their revenue. They opened up a store in Burlington on May 25th. Another store, that is pretty busy. And then they opened another store in Bayview Ave in Toronto. So they opened literally 5 more stores. So you gotta include those 5 more stores in the next earnings report. So, big growth factor right there. And these are Toronto stores. Toronto has a huge population, and the fact that they were already profitable, my assumption only that they will continue to be profitable in these markets. So yeah, I believe that moving forward, High Tide will continue to grow their revenue, grow their profits. And then there's also another thing that they added in that recent, in the next earnings report, is their CBD City. They just recently opened this in May of 2020. And they are generating revenue on this too. So High Tide is a growing story. But the thing is, there's no investor interest in High Tide. There's a lot of investor interest in Greenpower. So I don't know what Greenpower stock's gonna do by the time you're watching this video. It could be trading at $20. It could be trading at $30. It could be trading at $35. I don't control the market. Retail investors, I believe, don't control the market at this point, because there's no retail investors not going to be like, I want to buy Greenpower at $27.25. That just makes no sense for me, to retail investors. Retail investors don't look at market cap. They look at share prices only. So it's really hard for me to for them to say, I want to buy the stock at $27.25 when they saw the stock trading at literally 20 cents in the past, or $1 in the past, $1 Canadian in the past. So I don't know. A big money determines where the stock price will go at this point, not retail investors anymore. So we'll see where this continues, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, and then on top of that, also I would appreciate a thumbs up for this video. And on top of that, 2 big giant companies that are valued at $1.77 billion and Aurora at I don't know, like 1.2 Canadian billion. These $2 billion companies are both interested in High Tide. So yeah, I think High Tide deserves a higher market cap. I think High Tide is a growing story, but at the end of the day, investors make the market cap, and management is responsible for the PR to bring up the market cap of the company. So if High Tide comes out with the next earnings report and it's fantastic, and they generate like $5 million of profit, I think we could see a skyrocket in High Tide stock. At least that's just my opinion. We'll see what happens. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, only got last 15 more seconds for a 10-minute video. But yeah, CBD City. I wonder how many of you guys tried out CBD City. we're just wondering. It's kind of cool. Like they have for pets, CBD products for pets, and then sports, vapes. They have a lot of product. That is like shocking. They have more product selections than CBD Rivia CBD that Aurora acquired. But anyways, this is it for my video. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Bye.